Let's go over the topic of Group 1 elements, alkali metal from Edexcel IGCSE Chemistry. Group 1 elements are these elements which we can find on the left-hand side of the periodic table. All of these elements have one electron in their outer shell, so they have the same type of reactivities. They tend to lose this one electron to give the 1 plus ion. Like sodium, which has one electron in its outer shell, it loses this electron to give the sodium ion. As you go down in the down the group, the reactivity of the metal will increase. So the metals at the top will be less reactive. As you go down, the reactivity increases. The reason behind that, as you go down, you can see that the size of the atom will increase, which means the outer shell electrons will be further away from the positively charged nucleus. So they will be less attracted to the positively charged nucleus, so they can be more easily lost. This is why they become more reactive, because reactivity is related to how easy the metal can lose the electron to give the 1 plus ion. As their physical properties, they are soft and they have low density. The first three of the elements of the group 1 elements are less dense than water. So let's have a look at the reactivity or the reactions of group 1 elements. All group 1 elements will react the same, but the rate of the reaction will differ depending on the how reactive it is. So first of all, they react with water. They react vigorously with water to produce hydrogen gas, so we can see effervescence or bubbles, and will give metal hydroxides. The metal hydroxides are alkaline, so this is why, or will give alkaline solution. This is why they are called alkali metals. And example of that is a reaction between sodium and water, and that will give you sodium hydroxide aqueous and hydrogen as a gas. Don't forget that sodium will be solid and water will be liquid here. As you go down the group, the reactivity will increase, which makes the reaction more violent. So when we look at the different elements in group 1, we can see that cesium is below potassium in the group, and that means cesium is more reactive. And we can predict the reactivity of cesium with water, and we can predict that it will react more vigorously with water than potassium, and actually it will explode. Another reaction is a reaction with oxygen. So metals in the group 1 will react with oxygen to give metal oxides. And different oxides are formed based on the type of metal. So it's not always the same type of metal. So we have lithium will give you lithium oxide, so Li2O. And sodium will give you a mixture of sodium oxide, Na2O, and sodium peroxide, which is Na2O2. Potassium will give a mixture of two other oxides, which are potassium peroxide, K2O2, and potassium superoxide, which is KO2.